Hey guys, how's it going? I'm here bringing you another EX Plus analysis video. Don't forget that in the video's description you can find a playlist of my previous EX Plus analysis videos and a playlist of my tier list videos starting from January 2020. I wanna apologize for not covering Lightning, Hope and Shadow before their banner came out, but I was working on my tier list video yesterday for over 8 hours and I just didn't have enough time. For this video, I'll talk exclusively about Hope, and at the end of the analysis there's going to be a chaos run included to feature his potential with commentary. I'm going to go over his strengths and weaknesses as well as which artifacts you should be aiming for, and finally if he's worth investing and how much you should invest in him. I'll try to have the Lightning and Shadow video out either tonight or tomorrow, and I will add the should you pull section on that video. Before we begin, I want to remind you that these are just my opinions and you should always do some research on your own before deciding on things, and hopefully this video will help you on that. So let's get this analysis started. Hope was always considered a strictly defensive support due to his protect and shell buffs. By the way, very iconic Final Fantasy spells, I really like the flavor there. His new EX weapon packs quite a punch and his rework is just amazing. First of all, both of his base skills do not increase the turn count, so he can just battery and reapply buffs for free without wasting turns. His shell becomes instant turn rate and his protect becomes really high turn rate, so he basically got the Penelo treatment on his skills, which is the best possible rework a support with battery skills can get. Hope's damage mitigation buffs got amped from 50% to 60% physical and magic brave damage reduction, so he essentially offers twice as much defense as Selfie does. His amazing HP attack changes to Retributive Blast as long as his EX buff is active, which is always. Retributive Blast is a single target 4-hit brave plus HP attack with 120% overflow that deals 20% splash damage and also inflicts a 40% defense down debuff if the target is broken or you are breaking them. That's an outrageous HP attack for a support unit. I guess I kinda understand why they didn't add a battery effect to it. Hope's EX has a fast recast rate and it's an AoE 8-hit brave plus HP attack that deals maximum damage to all enemies. Hope's EX buff is called Entrusted Hope and its stacks are based on how many total buffs your party has, reaching its maximum potential at 13 or more party buffs. Seeing how Hope provides 10 of those party buffs, I think it's a pretty easy thing to achieve. The buff increases Hope's max brave by 40%, his attack up to 60%, and his max overflow on all of his skills up to 30% based on the stacks. Speaking of Hope's buff, he takes up to 3 buff slots on your other units, meaning you need to use units who don't overbuff themselves like Vayne and surprisingly Aranea, who has 3 self buffs, so it matches up perfectly. Another issue with Hope is that his healing is pretty much limited since it's exclusive to his EX, but seeing how fast it is, I wouldn't worry that much as long as you are being careful in a fight. His Bloom can also help mitigate HP damage for the whole party, which is an insane effect for a Bloom skill. I also want to mention that Hope is one of the few units in the game that can extend your party's buffs, other examples being Aigo, Yuna and Saj. You can take advantage of this with units like Vayne to give him one additional free turn, or Aranea for one more additional overclock turn, which can be huge for her. Hope offers one of the best party utilities out there in the form of his buffs, auras and batteries. They say the best defense is a good offense, and somehow Hope manages to do both very well. Recommended artifacts for Hope are 108 attack and 330 max brave. Now let's see if he's worth investing in or not. If Hope is one of your favorite units, then I'm sure you've already maxed him out. Although I really doubt that, knowing that Hope is easily in the top 10 most hated Final Fantasy characters of all time. Either way, Square Enix decided to make him borderline broken in this game, so here we are. You can never have too many support units in Over Omnia, and Hope is definitely at the top of that support list. Even if you have other strong supports like Penelo or Rosa, I would definitely recommend investing in Hope, especially if you are a new player trying to build up their roster. Do not pass up on the opportunity to build Hope. Did I convince you yet or not? Now, let's see how much you should invest in Hope if you decide to do so. Giving a book to Hope gives him access to his HP attack called Retributive Blast and his Brave attack called Brutal Sanction, which is a 4-hit Brave attack that batteries the party based on Hope's attack value. This may not seem important at first, but Retributive Blast is a skill you will use more times than you can count in any stage, so it's very essential to have. This book upgrade is enough if you want to use Hope in a single dimension Zen stage. Moving on to the 1 ingot investment for Hope, it increases the whole party's max brave and attack by 20%, and this is the first time we are seeing something like this on an EX Plus upgrade. This will probably be the desired point for many people to stop investing, and honestly, it's totally up to you, but stick with me for the rest. Giving 2 ingots to Hope allows him to have all of his buffs on the whole team from the beginning of the stage, so in a way this saves you 1 protect and 1 shell skill uses. Nothing special in my opinion. Finally, if you invest 3 ingots in Hope, the potency on his EX is increased tremendously, the brave hits are increased from 4 to 8, and it gains 120% overflow, which can go up to 150 if his EX buff is at 5 stacks. This is purely a personal preference upgrade in my opinion, since it is just more damage coming from your support unit, and it's perfectly okay if you want to max out your Hope, but if you are really tight in ingots, I would recommend spending 1 ingot on him. Now that we are done with the analysis, let's jump into the chaos fight to feature this amazing unit. So here we are. As you can see, I'm taking Vayne for the reason I said earlier of increasing his free turns buff. So instead of 2 consecutive free turns, he's gonna get 3. And I also decided of taking Beatrix as well, mainly because I want to try to increase the duration on her, what's it called? On her EX buff that prevents HP damage, so it's gonna be 2 turns instead of 1. So let's see if we can do some shenanigans with Beatrix as well. This is my Hope. It has the World of Illusions weapon passive as well. As you can see, his CP is pretty high. His artifacts are really bad, but I never had chance to farm artifacts for Hope before, so I'm gonna work on that on the Cosmos co-op. So yeah, let's jump right into the fight. I'm gonna take Ifrit because both Vayne, actually all of them, Vayne, Hope and Beatrix really want attack as much as they can. And I'm gonna take Jin Lee's Leo. Let's see how this goes. I only cleared this once. And as you can see, my party has full buffs from the get-go. So we have a total of 18 buffs in our party. And now Vayne has 2 turns of his Conqueror's power buff, and if I apply a buff with Hope, he's gonna get an additional turn. It's gonna go up to 3 turns, so we're gonna get 1 more free turn for Vayne. gonna do protect because I didn't want the instant turn rate from Shell, so I wanted to use protect, but we got the instant turn rate either way. 70k with his HP attack, also applying a defense down debuff is really amazing for a support unit. So this is the first free turn. This is the second free turn. Keep in mind that all of the bosses have auto cleanse even for frame debuffs in this stage. I think it's at 80% HP and then at 50% HP. So be careful if you are bringing debuffers in this stage. I'm gonna keep nuking the boss down. I'm gonna use Shell for the instant turn rate into Hope's HP attack. I don't care if he gets broken, to be honest. I just want to kill this guy as fast as I can. And I don't want to use Vayne's EX because I can do an HP attack and he gets 3 turns. So it's gonna be a waste if I use his EX here. So now we're gonna do HP again into his EX for the rebreak and getting full stacks of his Conqueror's power. And here I can either use Hope's base skills in order to increase Vayne's free turns, or I can use his EX. I'm gonna do protect so he doesn't get broken and also benefit Vayne in the process. Now I'm gonna use his EX because it's long overdue. This would have been as an 80k damage on all enemies if it was a multi-target fight. And this boss is pretty much done. Getting 3 free turns with Vayne instead of 2, it's really huge. And keep in mind, you don't really need to use Beatrix Holy Knight Safeguard if you don't need it. So just, you don't have to waste a turn on it if you don't need the HP mitigation. That's fine. We're gonna use the EX again. We're gonna heal ourselves. This is the most annoying buff in my opinion. Because of the Lamia being able to charm my units, I'm really not a fan of that mechanic. I'm gonna use one of his skills because I want to use his EX now. If I had used an HP attack there, the EX would not have been ready. and we're gonna use one of Hope's skills in order to get one more free turn for our Vayne. And well, it was actually nice that he got an instant turn rate, because we can dump his Brave immediately, and you can see that 20% HP splash damage, which is really nice. That was turn number 2, and now the last turn. Now I'm actually going to use Holy Knight's Guard with Beatrix, because either Garnet or the Lamia could use their HP attacks here. Yeah, this was an HP attack, and we prevented it. And we're getting, yes, one more HP attack. That was amazing from Beatrix. I'm gonna use Shell here, and this way we are extending Holy Knight's Guard from Beatrix for one more turn. So we are invisible to HP damage right now. That was perfect. Whenever you kill her mannequins, Lamia will always waste turns in order to revive them. So that's always good to keep in mind. I want to use his EX now, so this is why I'm not using an HP attack. Now I want to break Garnet in order to re-break her with the EX, getting full value out of our Vayne. We're gonna use Shell for Vayne and then into the EX. You can see how fast his EX is recharging. I could have also used Aranea in this stage, and she would have been perfect for this wave with 3 targets, but I wanted to showcase Hope with less OP units. Let's just say that. I'm gonna use Holy Knight's Guard because it's a safe choice. I don't need to extend it this time. And I believe this will kill Lamia. Yes. I'm not sure if this will kill both of them, but well, we just have to try. Yes, it did. On to the final wave. This is the type of boss that Lulu had in her Lost chapter. and they are really annoying with their recast attacks. But thanks to Beatrix HP mitigation, will be fine. I'm pretty sure. This will make the XP ready on the next turn. And now I'm gonna spend the next 2 free turns using Vayne's HP attacks. We're gonna break this guy, so we can re-break him. We're actually gonna do Saint Cloth here. And as for who we are gonna be exchanging for Leo, it's probably gonna be Vayne, because I really don't like him in the summon phase. These bosses have a tendency to delay with their skills, and it can be really annoying. Yeah. I'm gonna use Holy Knight's Guard. I want to showcase his bloom ability as well. This is why I'm doing this. And now we're gonna use HP plus to batter the team, prevent them from breaking us. As you can see, minimal damage thanks to Hope's buffs and HP mitigation. Speaking of which, I'm gonna spend Vayne's free skills here, and then I'm gonna use a Leo. I wanted them to be below 50% before bringing Leo in, so they wouldn't be able to cleanse his debuff. I'm gonna focus on this guy with Beatrix, with her Thunder Slash. And on the other guy, we're gonna focus with our single target skills. Look at that HP damage from a support. I'm actually gonna use a precision strike on this guy because I want to kill them close to each other. I'm gonna use the instant turn rate into a strong HP attack. And this leaves Beatrix to get the finishing blow. And our Leo had one more turn left. Pretty easy chaos fight, if I may say so. It's just a boss rush. And yeah, we're getting... I was not expecting that score, to be honest, but it's nice to see. Well, this was a fight. I hope you enjoyed my hope analysis and my hope showcase in this chaos run. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't to my channel for more videos like this. Like the video if you did. Comment down below what you think of hope. And I'll see you guys in my next video tonight or most probably tomorrow about Shadow and Lightning. So take care and see ya.